great leader and loves to make new friends and new people. Here at Central, we all are diverse in many inspiring ways. Whether you play a sport or not, play an instrument, or participate in a club, I am here to represent you. I've been involved in student government for 2 previous years as freshman class senator and junior class senator. I have enjoyed being in student government working as a class senator. With the past 2 years not being the usual exciting school year, some spirit has been lost. I will make it a priority to bring that school spirit back. Sporting events, assemblies, homecomings, and Festivus, there will be an overflow of school spirit. The Central Crazies will make a return to be louder and crazier than ever.
So we had a little issue with the live stream. We're going to restart the assembly.
Welcome to the Central High School Student Body Office Debate. The purpose of this process is to provide the candidates a forum to discuss their ideas for the upcoming school year and for you, the student body, to decide which candidate best represents Central High School. We will begin the debate with the thought of the day provided by Zach Harmon, a member of the Student Body Cabinet.
The strongest democracies flourish from frequent and lively debate, but they endure when people of every background and belief find a way to set aside smaller differences in service of a greater purpose. President Barack Obama.
Thank you, Zach. Today you will hear from the 2 candidates for each office. The candidates will each give a 2-minute opening speech. After these speeches, follow-up questions will be asked for each candidate to answer. The first candidate will be given 45 seconds to respond, followed by a 45-second response from the second candidate. Remember that the student body officers coordinate all student government activities and events, including homecoming weeks, community service projects, conducting elections, promoting school spirit, and acting as liaisons to the administration. Please keep an open mind and choose the best candidate for each office. We will begin with the office as a treasurer. The current student body treasurer, Jay Jura, will read his duties from the Senate Constitution.
Treasurer shall maintain accurate all financial report. 2 candidates running for body treasurer, Jay Larson. Now hear opening remarks by Colton, followed by
Good morning, Central Indian. I am Colton Claycamp, and I am running for your student body treasurer. As I wish I could promise you all Chick-fil-A waffle fries, I can't. But I can promise you that you won't regret voting for me. This year has been full of many changes, and I want to make my change as your student body treasurer a positive change that will benefit every single one of you. I am running to represent you, the people. I believe that as your treasurer, I will unite us all and bring excitement into next year. An important part of school is enjoying it. I will make sure to make next year the most enjoyable I can for you by putting my best effort forward. I believe that as your treasurer, I will unite us all and bring excitement into next year. I will make sure to make next year the most enjoyable I can for you by putting my best foot forward. Memories are going to be with you for the rest of your life, and you are only in high school once. That is why I will make next year full of fun-lasting memories that you can look back on and remember the great times you had during your high school career. I'm a great leader and love to make new friends and meet new people, no matter who you are. Here at Central, we all are diverse in many inspiring ways. Whether you play a sport or not, play an instrument, or participate in a club, I am here to represent you. I've been involved with student government for 2 previous years as freshman class senator and junior class senator. I've enjoyed being in student government and working hard as a class senator. With the past 2 years not being the usual exciting school year, some school spirit has been lost. I will make it a priority to bring back that school spirit. The sporting events, assemblies, homecomings, and Festivus, there will be an overflow of school spirit. The Central Crazies will make a return to be louder and crazier than ever. When you walk in the doors of Central every morning, I want to make each and every one of you feel like you belong. You guys deserve more of a voice, and I'll make sure you guys are heard. We all only have 4 years here at Central, so I say we make those the best and most memorable years. They fly by faster than you can think, so don't take them for granted. All this being said, make sure you vote me for your student body treasurer because it just makes
Morning and hello, Central High School. I'm TJ Larson, running for the treasurer position. Some of you may know me as a friend, a classmate. The class of 2022 may know me as their current treasurer, may not know me at all. If you fall under that last category, I hope to change that in the next 2 minutes. Throughout my 3 years attending Central High School, whether in person or for a brief period of time virtual, I have been a part of over 12 clubs and 2 sports, and student government for all 3 of them. I even sat through the same speech you are hearing right now, 4 other times. Yet, all those other speeches were missing something I've always figured was the most important part of student government altogether. That is focusing on giving the students a voice. Now, I know it sounds cliche, but I think students deserve a say in what spirit days we have during homecoming week, what themes we have for games, and especially what food we have at lunch. A couple years ago, as Colton mentioned, a treasurer before me brought us Chick-fil-A Fridays and Smoothie King Tuesdays, yet we don't have it anymore. If I get elected as our student body treasurer, I can promise you I will advocate to see Chick-fil-A and Smoothie King back in the lunchroom with another restaurant of your choice, but that's for you, the students, to decide. The first day I'm in office, I will send out seminar Google Forms for students to fill out to pick the restaurant of choice, and the day of the week it will be in the cafeteria on. Alongside this, throughout the year, we will be sending out surveys to pick and choose the dress-up days for Red Ribbon Week, Homecoming Week, Snowcoming Week, and much more. Alongside with this, I think it's really important that student government establishes a stronger connection with the student body as a whole. That's why, besides doing the events and assemblies, we need to add on more smaller weekly contests, which is why we need to go ahead and add little things like what you guys are participating in right now listening to my speech. Today, I handed out all of my pass-out dollar bills, and on the back of 3 of them, I had a signature with a little message written on them. If I do get elected tomorrow, those 3 people need to come find me and tell me the secret message. Those 3 people will be deciding what goes on the back of my student government jersey that we wear at video announcements and during assemblies. Speaking of school events, next year, given that our COVID-19 restrictions have been lifted, we'll be bringing back assemblies, dances, Festivus, the loud crowds for you Central crazies out there, and so much more. On the final note, the job as treasurer is to handle money for student government and in turn deal with arranging fundraisers so we can have better assemblies and also support our less fortunate classmates in need. This means expanding our canned good collections with Can Coming and Festivus to proportions we have never before seen at Central. That's all I have for you today. And before I go, I would like to thank a few people for supporting the campaign because this would not have been possible without y'all. I'd like to thank Olivia, Trey, Blakely, Sophie, Ella, Jaylee, Andrew, Sam, Avery, Jasmine, Lucas, Aiden, Hayden, Lauren, Nick, Evan, LeVar, Blake, Stone, Madison, Cole, my entire 4th hour Project Lead the Way class, and Mr. Stovall, and so many more. And last but not least, I would also like to thank my running opponent, Colton Claycamp. It's just been a fun ride and a fun election, and I do really, truly wish him the best. And remember, trust T with the money. Please vote TJ for treasurer, and thank you for your time and patience. Thank you.
Thank you, TJ. Our first question will be directed to Colton. TJ will have an opportunity. With the loss of the homecoming dance, student government has struggled to fundraise for student activities and service projects. What new ideas do you have to increase funding for serving the student body?
Funding is a very important part of what makes Central a fun, exciting place. A fun way to increase funding while at the same time serving the student body would be host a dodgeball tournament for the student body. We could do class versus class, and one grade level would be the winner of the tournament. There would be an entry fee for everyone that wants to play in the tournament and also a concession stand to bring in more money. Not only would this be increasing funding, be serving the student body with a fun competitive activity, but also increasing school spirit.
Well, first off, given the current trend, the homecoming dances are extremely likely, if not guaranteed, to be returning next year due to the fact upperclassmen will be attending prom in less than 2 months from now. However, ways we could increase and generate more funding on top of this would be to extend the duration of how long our fundraisers last for and simply increase the volume and variety in which they operate, such as providing more concession options at dances or additional options when we cater lunches. Such as adding a week or two on to Can Coming and an additional 30 minutes to an hour on Festivus and so much more.
Our second question is for TJ. Colton will have an opportunity to respond. What ideas do you have to increase school spirit for sporting events and activities?
Well, unfortunately, the sophomores got only to experience half of the school's festivities last year, and our current freshmen haven't gotten to experience any due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This, alongside with the freshmen next year, equates to about 3/4 of the entire student body not knowing our central traditions, which presents a huge obstacle with onboarding these students. This isn't a completely bad thing, however. It's actually the only chance at a completely clean slate for our senior student government to switch up a few of the outdated older traditions and add in a few new ones in over 100 years, which is pretty exciting. We will lead by example and heavily promote all of the activities with our social medias and hand in hand with our sports marketing broadcasts that you are all attending to right now. And on the first day of school, when we have the annual opening assembly and show the school traditions and give them a chance to even add some of their own. Because giving the students a voice is what it's all about. Stay loud and stay crazy, Central. Vote TJ for treasurer. Thank you.
Colton?
With next year's sporting events, I suggest bringing back the crazy count. This would be a set goal of how many students the student body has to reach at a sporting event in the crazy section in order to achieve a fun incentive set by the student government. In the past, Mr. Carter has had to sleep on top of the roof of Central. We could come up with more exciting and funny incentives that would increase school spirit for sporting events and activities. While at these sporting events and activities, there should be a theme for the students that they can dress up as. This would be, for example, American theme or whiteout. We could also showcase Central activities and sporting events more on social media and video announcements. This would be getting people to know more about these events and what is happening around Central that they might find fun to go watch or participate. School spirit is important of what makes school a fun atmosphere. It will be a part of my duty to bring school spirit back, and I promise I'll do that. Don't forget to vote me for treasurer.
Thank you, candidate.
Our next office is secretary. Our current student body secretary, Isaac Rivera, will read his duties from the Senate Constitution.
The Secretary shall keep the minutes and maintain an accurate journal of all the student Senate meetings. The Secretary shall maintain official attendance records of all functions, activities, elections, and correspondence of the Student Senate. The two candidates running for Student Body Secretary are Emma Orth and Indigo Tree. We will now hear opening remarks by Emma, followed by Indigo.
Hey Central, I'm Emma Orth, and I'm running for your Student Body Secretary. The start of something new. A new school year is just around the corner. With a high school experience full of changes, I'm ready for a fresh start. We have all missed out on a big portion of our high school lives. So I'm here to make up for lost time and make this the best school year yet. And I want all of you to be involved in this new beginning with me. I would like to introduce the idea of student voice. A Google form would be sent out to the students at Central High, where you could give your input on events, dress-up days, assemblies, and more. From there, I will fulfill my secretary duties of recording the responses and passing them along. Student involvement will make for a fun year for everyone and bring new ideas we have never done before. This is our year. One of my highlights of high school thus far was getting to serve as the sophomore class secretary, and I continue to serve in the junior class senate this school year. Student government has given me opportunities to be involved in our school and events. I have used my creativity to help decorate the hallways for homecoming and my love of organizing to help plan events. Student government has given me opportunities to be involved in our school and events. I have also been involved in Central Sports, which has given me teamwork and leadership skills. I am ready to take the next step and bring the Central Student Section energy back into our everyday activity. The incoming freshmen and next year's sophomores have not been given the proper introduction of what being a Central Indian really is. I want to see the student section back at sports games, band, clubs, choir and orchestra performances, Festivus, homecoming dances, assemblies, and more. I would love to be your student body secretary so I can help lead a school I love and make life-lasting memories along the way. We have learned to adapt over this past year, and we will continue to adapt to reach our goal. This is our time, our beginning, so let's make the most of it. To set the record straight, vote Emma Orth for student body secretary. There will be no dilemmas if you vote for Emma.
Thank you.
It's hard to come up here and say something that hasn't been said here every year before. I can say that I'll campaign to bring back Chick-fil-A Fridays, and then I want Festivus to be back and better than ever, and that our Spirit Days will be the craziest ones yet. And I guess I just said all of those things, and they're true, but I want more than that. I'm not standing here because I want to win a popularity contest or get one more photo in the the yearbook. I'm here talking to all of you because I want better for next year, for your sophomore year, your junior year, and our senior year. We've got lots of time to make up for, so let's do it with student body officers that are willing to put in the work, put Central in the right mindset for the 2021-2022 school year. Don't get me wrong, I love a good pep assembly, and I can't wait until we're all back together. But I want to make sure that whenever we get back together, it's the best it can be. I want to help open doors for Central students to share some of the spirit that I see every day with our community. Nothing makes me feel more Central pride than our annual can coming and our Central blood drive. But I think we can do more. There are almost 1,700 students here. Think of what we could accomplish if we took all 1,700 of us, passionate about our community and our school, and create even more opportunities to prove how much love we have inside this building. I think the students at Central are capable of a clothing drive where we collect old clothes from people and give it to those in need. With our manpower, it could easily be organized, as could another food drive rather than just one. The possibilities are endless. The possibilities are also endless when it comes to programs at Central that might not receive as much attention as the team in the basketball team. I've been in the orchestra at Central for my entire high school career, and I love it with all my heart. Some of you, however, might not have even known that we had an orchestra. I want to collaborate with video announcements and create segments that highlight clubs and activities that don't get enough attention. I want to use our Twitter and Instagram pages to let the student body know when our debaters go to national qualifiers or our peers compete in national film festivals. I want us to be more interconnected, to rely on each other more than we have ever before. Because if we can take anything from this year, we need to learn to praise each other when we can and celebrate the things we previously took for granted. I'm not sure if you got a chance to see some of my posters, but they're themed around my favorite movies and my favorite. So I'll leave you with a question that was once asked by Ferris Bueller in 1986. The question isn't what are we going to do, but what aren't we going to do? My name is Indigo Truex, and I'd be honored if you used your vote to start taking action with me as your student body.
Our first question will be directed to Emma. Indigo will have an opportunity to respond. What ideas do you have to get the underclassmen involved and excited about school activities?
The main thing I hope to encourage is for the upperclassmen to make the underclassmen feel more comfortable at Central. It is important to me that all grade levels are involved in making our school a great place for everyone. The way to make them feel more comfortable is by encouraging them and ensuring more interaction with these underclassmen. We have all been freshmen and sophomores at some point, and we know how overwhelming high school can be. I hope to make Central government something high school underclassmen can look forward to. Being a part of your school really does make your years in high school unforgettable. I hope that student government can instill a sense of pride in the underclassmen that allows them to make their voices heard, whether it's during a school assembly, class discussion, or even at a central football game.
Thank
First and foremost, I would like to address the elephant in the room, and that is the fact that the sophomores and just the underclassmen in general have not had a very good experience with. Our current sophomore class has had one semester, and our freshman class has had none. I want to remind Central what it means to have school spirit, and that includes throwing insane pep assemblies, bringing back Festivus, having the student body put their input in the homecoming dress-up days, and have our band roam through the halls and play their instruments for us the mornings of football. This pandemic may have taken away most of our school traditions at school, but as secretary, I will make sure that these traditions come back better than ever.
Thank you. Our second question is for Indigo. Emma will have an opportunity to respond. What new ideas do you have to make homecoming week more exciting?
I think it's important that we have large amounts of student input put into our school days. I also want to bring back Crazy Count, which if you haven't heard of it, I'll give you a little idea about it. This is where we try to see how many crazies we can get to show up at our homecoming games. And depending on how much can show up, Mr. Carter will do some crazy stuff. Would you like to see Mr. Carter slam an order of blazing hot Buffalo Wild Wings, get duct taped to a wall, or dress up for a bunny for an entire day? If that's the case, I want to bring Crazy Count back to see what crazy things we can come up with. So with all of this being said, I would like to remind everyone of what it means to have high school spirit, what it means to have an unforgettable high school experience, and what it means to be a Central Indian. So don't forget, my friends, take action and vote Indigo Truex.
Thank you, Indigo.
Homecoming week is one of the most fun and exciting times at Central. I would like to continue to encourage school spirit by giving incentives for dress-up days and hallway decorations. For dress-up days, I would like to give a prize to the seminar that has the most participation over the homecoming week. Likewise, I would like to do the same for the class that has the best hallway decoration. That one would be decided by staff and teachers to make it fair. I want to make homecoming dress-up days more unique while still keeping them easy and simple so that people can participate. And of course, I will fight to keep PJ Day around because, let's be honest, that's everyone's favorite.
Thank you, candidate.
Our third office is Vice President. Our current student body Vice President, Neil Long, will read her duties from the Senate Constitution.
The Vice President shall perform the duties of the President during the absence of the President or when so assigned by the President. The Vice President shall become the President of the student body upon the vacancy of said office. The two candidates running for student body Vice President are Bailey Colgan and Adam Hahn. We will now hear opening remarks from Bailey, followed by Adam.
Hey everyone, I'm Bailey Colgan, and I would love to be your student body vice president. I couldn't think of a good joke to put in here, so I guess I'll just start off with telling you a little bit about myself. I love the outdoors, being with friends, and I'm always up for an adventure. Some of my favorite things to do are going on hikes, driving around listening to music, and hamming. I play tennis and basketball, and I'm involved in many other school activities. I'm very outgoing, and I'm always excited to meet new people and try new things. This is one reason I believe I would make a great student body vice president. I will encourage anyone and everyone to come to me with new ideas, things they think student government could be doing better, or even just someone to talk to. I believe everyone deserves a voice. I've been in student government for 2 years. I was the sophomore class treasurer, and I'm currently the junior class vice president. So you already know I have what it takes for the job. This and being a tennis team captain has pushed my leadership skills to grow and develop. I know the past 2 years are nothing like what anyone expected high school to be. COVID has made our high school experience a little bit interesting, to say the least, and it is my goal to make that up to you next year. I will do my best to bring back Central's traditions that we couldn't make happen this year, like pep assemblies, Festivus, student-faculty games, and having the Central Crazies at sporting events. Even if things aren't back to what we call normal, I know I can help bring us to a new normal that is just as fun and exciting as pre-COVID, if not more. I will make the best of every situation that is handed. If I am vice president, my main goal will be to increase student body participation, especially during homecoming week and dress days. I want to see Central grow as a community where everyone supports everyone, from sports teams and band to the smallest clubs and everything in between. I will make sure your student body is there supporting you. I want to be vice president because it will give me the opportunity to serve Central students and teachers who have done so much for me over the past 3 years. I want to make Central a more inviting and exciting place, and I have so many new ideas of how I can make that happen. Central is the best school west of the Mississippi, and I want to make it even better. So remember, there will be no fails when you vote for Bales.
Thank you, Bailey.
Hey Central, I'm Adam Hansen and I'm running to be your student body vice president. Let's be honest, this year and the tail end of last year have been less than perfect. We didn't get to football games, basketball games, assemblies, Festivus, clubs, extracurriculars, homecoming, band events, high school life like we otherwise normally would have. Freshmen probably don't even know what Festivus is. I plan to change that. With me, Adam Hansen, as your vice president, I'll ensure a resurgence of all the things that make Central Central. My 3 years here have been great, and I want to make sure that everyone can experience a regular, fun, and hopefully mask-free school year next year. Central has treated me well, and I want to do all the same thing for you. Through high school, I participated in swim, golf, basketball, scholar bowl, band, 2 years of being a senator in the student government, and a plethora of other clubs and extracurriculars, and I'm excited for the opportunity to bring back and promote the things that we students love doing most here. I plan on helping create new traditions for the upcoming school year as well, from bringing back handcoming and the penny drive games to new clubs, bigger assemblies, and revamped school spirit weeks. I want to make next year the best year it could possibly be for everyone. I love Central, and I want to work hard to make next year great. Thank you, and make sure to vote me, Adam Hansen, for your student body vice.
Thank you, Adam. Our first question will be directed at Bailey. Adam will have an opportunity to respond. A major responsibility of the student body officers is the selection of members of the student body cabinet. What characteristics would you look for in people for this position?
I would look for people that are very outgoing and full of energy to bring you the best pep assemblies yet. I will look for people with good video editing skills, funny, new, and exciting ideas to incorporate school activities into video announcements, and of course, people who are comfortable in front of a camera. I will look for people who are creative and good at drawing and painting to bring you the best posters and hallway decorations. And most importantly, I will bring you people with outstanding leadership skills who are ready to do whatever it takes to bring you the best and most exciting school year yet.
Thank you, Bailey. Adam?
I think that it's very important for a cabinet member to be willing to work hard, be positive, be a good overall team player that helps collective good. Planning and executing all of the activities that me as well as my other SBO members want to bring back next year's school year requires a lot of effort, and executing all of these activities is going to be hard. I'm looking toward people with a variety of skills who are wanting to be a part of something bigger than themselves. I think that with the right team of hardworking individuals, we can bring Central school spirit back. That's awesome.
Thank you, Adam. Our second question is for Adam. Bailey will have an opportunity to respond. How could we improve communication with the student body about the happenings at CHS?
I know that for me, having a school social media account has allowed me to follow what's happening. I really enjoy the connection with school. I think that increasing our social media presence, having a designated cabinet member to do so, will help students be in the know for all of next year's activities. I also think that having a greater presence allows for students to better interact, be better involved with everything that's going to happen. We could have things such as polls for home dress-up days, voting for student selected teacher of the month, and advertisements other than announcements for clubs, sporting events for our good. As VP, I'll put an emphasis on social media and greater student interaction. Vote Adam.
Thank you, Adam. Bailey?
I would improve communication with the student body, hanging up more posters around the school. These posters would include themes for games and the Central Crazies. We would have countdowns until school break, and we could have the themes for dress-up days. We would have the student government have daily posts on social media accounts. These would include daily updates for all the activities and big events that are coming up. We would also have a bulletin board that is updated monthly with all the school happenings and announcements. We will continue video announcements, and we will interview all of the clubs, sports teams, band, orchestra, theater, choir, and JORTC.
Thank you, candidates.
Our final office is president. I will read the duties of the student body president from the Senate Constitution. The president shall preside at all student bodies, student senate, and executive council meetings. The president shall appoint all student senate committees, committee chairmen, and any other appointed positions provided by the student senate except for those of cabinet. The two candidates running for student body president are Eugenia Rodriguez Savage and Samson Skinner. We will now hear opening remarks by Eugenia, followed by Samson.
Hi Central, my name is Eugenia and I'm running to be your student body president. I want to start by taking you back in time. I was born in Argentina, then I moved to China, then I moved back to Argentina, and now I'm here at St. Joseph. As you might imagine, I have attended several schools, but it wasn't until I made it to Central that I began to develop my passions, find my friends, and really feel at home. As student body president, I want to make sure that every student that walks through those doors has the same opportunities that I did. During my time at Central, I've participated in numerous activities like tennis, debate, and student government. These activities helped me develop my own leadership skills and gave me something to look forward to every day. But they also helped me find out where I fit in this school. Now, I want to give back and help you feel the same way that I do every time that I come to Central High School. I want you to think of Central as your home, a place where you can do the things you love and meet people who have the same interests as you. I would also like to increase the recognitions for the groups that too often go without it, like the JROTC and the Fine Arts Department. They deserve to be shown off at assemblies, as well as including them in video announcements and congratulating them for their achievements on morning announcements. I believe that everyone has a place at Central, and that is what makes these 4 years so memorable. High school is an important time in every teenager's life. I, for one, will always remember coming to Central on a Sunday to decorate for homecoming, or screaming the battle cry during assemblies. I'm excited to make your next year at Central the absolute best one. Before I started high school, older students told me to enjoy it because it would go by really fast. And let me tell you that what they said is absolutely true. I can still remember getting lost to school on my first day of school in freshman year, and now I'm about to be a senior. Time really does fly by. That's why, as your student body president, I'm going to make it my goal for our next year at Central to be unforgettable. From having fun, interactive assemblies, crazy original dress-up days paired with awesome homecoming dances. To do all this, we'll need your help. I want to get the student body more involved because without you guys, we would not be able to call ourselves the Central Crazies. The traditions we have are important, but what's stopping us from making new ones? I hope you'll join me in developing new ideas to make your time and the time of future crazies the absolute best. So don't be average, vote savage. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugenia.
Good morning, Central. I'm Samson Skinner. I'm running for student body president. Before I go further, I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude to the Central High School staff, teachers, and senior class. Your leadership, guidance, and support through this pandemic has made a very difficult time much less unpleasant. We thank you all for that. But just as this school year is coming to a close, the sun is setting on this pandemic. New infections are low, and millions are being vaccinated every single day. Soon, we will be able to shed our mask and come together once again. We will be able to say hello and thank you with just a smile, embrace our friends in their time of need, and high-five our pals to celebrate their achievements. The end of this tragedy is near. Every sunset is followed by a dawn that comes with the promise of a new day, with the hope and renewal that it brings. The next school year is our dawn, and I have a vision for our new day. A new day that is filled with love, friendship, and togetherness that flows throughout our entire school. A day that becomes a month, that becomes a semester, that becomes an entire year where Central is infused with spirit and energy like never before. I have a vision where the windows rattle with excitement and exuberance during every assembly, where the football team wins district on the last-second Hail Mary pass to the end zone, where the ball is guided to the end zone on the enthusiasm and energy of cheering students, where students actually show up to cheer on the cross-country team. I have a vision where every fine arts performance is full, no seat left empty, even the aisles are full of eager spectators. But more than these specific things, I have a vision that every single student, regardless of their academic performance or affiliation, is treated with the utmost respect and dignity that we all deserve. Central, as your student body president, I pledge all that I have, all of my energy, all of my passion, and all of my zeal to make this vision our collective reality. Together, we will make the next school year great. Together, we are Central. Thank you.
Thank you, Samson. Our first question will be directed to Eugenia. Samson will have an opportunity to respond. How do we rebuild school spirit and restore CHS traditions after COVID?
Things have been a lot different this year, and many of you guys haven't gotten to experience what it means to be a true Central Indian. Next year, I'm going to make it my goal to bring back that school spirit. I'm excited to bring back Festivus as well as assemblies with more participations from you guys and homecoming dances. I plan on increasing student involvement by doing a talent show, art competitions, more clubs so the students can show their creativity. I would also like to do a t-shirt designing competition in which the winning design gets to have their t-shirt sold to the entire school. My favorite thing to do is to dress up, so I would like to also bring back dress-up themes for all of the sports games. Another thing I would like to do is when the weather's nice, I would like to propose to do more things outside, like having lunch or doing a field day so where we can enjoy the outdoors. These are all things I hope to accomplish next year, so don't be average, vote Savage. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugenia.
How do we rebuild school spirit? I do not believe that we need to rebuild school spirit because school spirit simply lies dormant within all of us. All we need to do is awaken it through pep rallies, assemblies, and football games. When I do, the feeling that you get doing the Central battle cry is amazing. I'm not lying. It opens up something brand new and amazing. These traditions and the school spirit will come easy with these pep assemblies. That's what I think.
Thank you, Samson. Our second question is for Samson. Eugenia will have an opportunity to respond. One of the primary responsibilities of the student body president is leading pep assemblies. What ideas do you have to make pep assemblies fun and exciting?
I believe that we should focus on reestablishing what we had as opposed to making new ideas. What we already have is enough to fill the student body with excitement and spirit. Just adding things might just complicate it. I do want to more consistently involve groups like JRTC. Last year, JRTC came up and did a little thing, and it was amazing. It was awesome. Everyone got so excited and hyped. And I also want to involve more clubs in the pep assemblies, as we do for cheer and band.
Thank you.
I'm excited to have the opportunity to lead assemblies and make them fun and entertaining for you guys. My goal is to add a lot of skits and add more teacher games because you have to admit, it'd be fun seeing them compete against each other. My favorite thing about assemblies is all the chants that we do, like the battle cry and the roller coaster. I want to bring these back, but I also want to make some of our own. Assemblies wouldn't be the same if the students didn't get to participate, so I want to involve you guys more, from eating, dancing, sports competitions, to competitions between the grades to see who is the best. We don't get many assemblies during the year, so I want to make each one as special and memorable as it can be, with your help. Thank you. Voten por Eugenia.
Thank you, candidates. Thank you to all of the candidates. The final election for the student body officers will take place today, and all students can start voting right now by visiting the website chs.votingforschools.com and logging in with your student ID and birthday. The polls will be open from now until 3 p.m. this afternoon. In just a few minutes, you will be dismissed to your third hour class by the intercom. Thanks for watching, CHS.